What you doing, girl? Are you having fun? Oh, yep, sit up. Say hi. Say hi. Hi. Hello there, ladies. Today I am here to do my 29-week update. Now, Reva is running around on the ground, so if you hear babbling or the tripod moves unexpectedly, that's her. To start off with, before we get into the pregnancy stuff, I do want to just give you an update that connective tissue disorder-wise with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, no updates so far. I actually found out that the blood results are actually going to take 6 weeks to get back. So it's going to be a while before I have that. I did have my echo, and they found something slightly abnormal, but said that it wasn't really abnormal because some people have it. I don't know, but basically they're going to go more into depth about what she actually found with that when they get my blood tests back. So they're just kind of waiting on the blood results, and then I'll have more information for you guys. If you guys missed the update on that, I will leave the link below to, I think it was the last update, my 25-week update that I talked about that in depth. So let's get into pregnancy-wise, what is going on. So my last update was my 25-week update, and so it's been 4 weeks since I posted an update, and that was just because I had other videos I wanted to get up for you guys, and I don't have time to usually post more than one a week. So now there is a lot of big things going on because we are in the 3rd trimester. This is crazy. This pregnancy has gone so much faster than with Rev. It's obviously to be expected because it's your second baby. You have a baby that you're already focusing on and trying to raise. And so you can't really let the fact that you're pregnant take over your mind like you do with your first pregnancy. So definitely we are just as excited for this baby, but it's just gone so much faster because we have a ton of other things that we are focusing on right now. So since it's been so long, I will kind of let you guys know growth-wise where Arianna is currently at. And so for average at 29 weeks, a baby is about 15.2 inches long and 2.5 pounds, which that's like significant. The size of a head of cauliflower, so that's pretty big. And I can definitely feel it. I feel like she's already out of room. I had thought that I was carrying larger this pregnancy than with Revelin, and that's pretty normal that your second pregnancy you'll show faster and maybe even be a little bit bigger just overall because your skin's already stretched once. But then I went and looked back at my 29-week update with Revelin, and I was about the same actually. I think I was a little thinner just like overall, but like actual bump wise, about the same size. So I'm pretty much kind of going along the same track as I was with Rev size wise, and I will of course do a bump shot for you guys at the end of this. But with this pregnancy for sure, I feel like she has already ran out of room, which worries me because I was really small. For those of you that followed my entire pregnancy with Revelin, I gave birth to her at 41 weeks, I believe, but I barely looked maybe 32, 34 weeks, and she was 8 pounds 11 ounces. I was all baby for sure, and I don't remember her running out of room this early, and I already feel like Arianna is, and it could just be that she moves more, so I feel her more, kind of like more uncomfortably than I did with Rev. She did move a lot, but she didn't like, I don't know, she didn't shove herself in places that were uncomfortable like Arianna does. So I am not going to be shocked if this is another larger baby. I'm just hoping that it's not larger than Revelin because my lady parts would appreciate a smaller baby. So with her running out of room means that I'm definitely getting to the uncomfortable stage of pregnancy, just like trying to get out of bed in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. All those things are just getting a lot more difficult. Running out of breath. We live on the 3rd floor of an apartment building and there is no elevator, so every time I walk up, every time I walk up, I'm completely out of breath. And even like simple things like just cleaning up around the house, taking Rev to go down for her nap, by the end of it, I'm done. I have not gotten any new stretch marks yet with this pregnancy. With Revelin, the majority of all the ones I got were after 40 weeks. So if you had just shown up on time, miss, then mommy wouldn't have much. That's okay though. You're worth it. So I probably I'm sure that I will get more with this pregnancy maybe. I might not though because my skin's already stretched there. I may not get them if I stay like the same size that I was. Who knows? We'll see. Really, that's the biggest thing going on right now is just, you know, getting to that uncomfortable stage. Obviously, I'm not trying to complain or anything. It's just part of pregnancy. Once you get into near the 30s, about here, you start getting uncomfortable just because you have another being inside of you and it gets harder to move around, for sure. Especially when you're chasing around a crazy 1-year-old you get tired. But everything is going well. I have one more ultrasound for sure, I think at 32 weeks I want to say, and that is to check on Airly's size. So they're gonna do that at 32 weeks to check on her size, kind of see where she's at. And obviously though, when they check baby size, I believe it's like 1 to 2 pounds either way that they could be off. When they only weigh, you know, 7 pounds on average to begin with, that's a big difference. So it doesn't necessarily mean that their guess will be right at all, but it's just kind of neat to see where they think she's at. But it's also to check fluid levels, all of that, and just see how things going. I think also to check your placenta and make sure that everything is okay with that as well. So with her running out of room, when she does move, it's like rolls now. There is no kicking at all, and that's been for several weeks now, that it's like you feel her just rolling over when she moves. So no more kicking or jabs, like sometimes just randomly, but the majority of it is just full on rolls, and that's because she didn't have a ton of room in there. And I tend to carry small with my babies, like I said with Revelyn, and I think the reason behind that, I am like 99% sure, is because I have such wide hips. I have baby bearing hips, just naturally. With Revelyn, I think she's going to go get into Levi's dog crate. With Revelyn, my body didn't change at all. I know a lot of women say that, you know, after you have a baby, your body just isn't the same. And not just necessarily that, like, maybe your stomach doesn't go back all the way or you don't lose all the weight, but the actual, like, shape of, like, your bone structure changes, and that's just with the shifting of your hips. I didn't have any of that. My body looked the same, and that is, I'm pretty sure, is just because I have hips to birth a child. And I think that is also why I had such a smooth delivery as well. I will say that this pregnancy, I have felt some discomfort in my hips, just like trying to get comfortable. With Revelyn, I didn't have any. This time around though, I do feel somewhat, a little bit, and I've been having more issues with like my hips starting to pop out and then come back in, but that can also have to do with my connective tissue disorder, and pregnancy can have a bigger effect when you have that as well. So it's just, it is what it is. It's not a big deal. Part of having babies is there is discomfort in it, and you just deal with it. So I think that's going to be it for this update. I have a few giveaways coming up in this next month for you guys in February, so make sure that you stay tuned for those, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be 2 for you guys. So I'm super excited to do that, and that is it, I think. Let's get into the bump shot. I do purposefully try to wear the same undershirt for you guys so you can see more of a comparison to last bump shot. So as you can see, and sorry, it's kind of hard to turn on the bed. Revelyn, are you having fun? Yeah, baby bump is getting super prominent, that's for sure. I have one. I actually got asked for the first time how many weeks I was, or when I was due. That is what the little bump for Airly looks like at 29 weeks. So that is it, and I will see you guys next week, as always. Bye! Cute. Time, won't you sing with me?
Look at her.
Good job. Beautiful singer you are.
So we're walking by the shore. I've got something to say.